He's Peter Berg, actor, producer, writer, director. The documentary series on HBO, State of Play, entitled Happiness, this Tuesday at 10 Eastern. Brett Favre, Tiki Barber, Wayne Corbett, among those features. They try to find enjoyment away from the football field. We'll get to that in a moment. Just help me with this. So Friday Night Lights, there is no movie, right? No movie plan, no script that's floating out there, no nothing.
One of the issues is trying to talk Kyle Chandler into doing the film. And he's been a bit tricky, but I was thinking that we could get Frank to do Kyle Chandler. Frank, you ever do Coach Taylor from Friday Night Lights?
Can Frank do
Clear Eyes, Full Hearts, Can't Lose, that kind of a deal? Yeah, I don't know if he does that.
No, he does.
Well, he's fine. He's not doing it.
No, he's packing up his ping pong paddle. Yeah, leave. All right, so no Friday night.
I don't think so. I mean, I think the show went out kind of where it should have gone out, and we talked about it for a little bit, and I think we're going to let it go.
But does it? It's a testament to how great Friday Night Lights was. But does it bother you that you're still being brought back to that time of your career?
No, not at all. I mean, I think that Friday Night Lights was really born from Buzz Bissinger's book, Friday Night Lights, and he wrote such a great book and gave us all so much material to work with that we could really literally keep going forever. And in some ways we are still going. You know, the show that we're going to talk about in a minute, State of Play, the next episode is called Culture Shock, and it's about head injuries in football and spinal cord injuries. And that was all inspired from an accident that we filmed where a young football player got paralyzed, broke his neck while we were filming Friday Night Lights. So this documentary that's going to come out in 2 weeks is still very much within the Friday Night Lights spirit. I met with Jerry Jones last week, who told me, he said, I don't know exactly what it is or what it costs, but I want to own Friday Night Lights. He said Friday Night Lights feels like football, and I am football. And so he's building a whole new football facility in Frisco, Texas. I don't know if you know about this, where the Cowboys are going to train there, and he's building a giant mini version of his stadium in Frisco, Texas. And we're going to see if we can't help Jerry Jones keep Friday Night Lights going in Texas. So it's kind of a great gift, and it keeps on giving.
But what is it about when football? Is that the what do you see in football that you don't see elsewhere?
I think the game of football is so unique because of the amount of men that are playing it at the same time, and the fact that you've got 22 men on a field with very specific roles. They've all got to work together. So there's a brotherhood and a camaraderie that anyone who's played football certainly understands. And you've got this kind of unpredictable, violent component to it where anything can happen, and it can get dangerous, and it can get violent very, very quickly. That somehow creates that confluence of those elements creates something a little bit different than most other sports. And it then becomes sort of stitched and interwoven with culture and society, and becomes more of a sociological experience than just an athletic experience. And everybody goes crazy.
Will you take a phone call or two?
Sure.
Okay. Mark in L.A. leads this off. Hi, Mark. What's your question for Peter Berg?
Actually, it's Mark. I'm calling from Louisiana. Mr. Berg.
Yes, sir.
Is it true that Mark Wahlberg beat the snot out of you at 42,000 feet on a flight from New Mexico, Albuquerque to Los Angeles?
No, he didn't. He didn't beat the snot out of me. No. So let me start off by saying no, that's not true. He put me. First of all, we each drank 3 bottles of his Bordeaux because he travels with a box of French wine. You like French wine down there? Do you drink French wine?
I do, but I have a clear recollection of what happened. I heard you got the snot done whooped back.
No, that's not true. So I hit him with the body shot. He hit me back kind of just below the jaw in my neck area. And then he put me in you know what a guillotine is?
Oh, I know what a guillotine is.
I thought the fight was over, so I went to sit down. He got me in a guillotine, and I tapped out. That was the extent of the fight.
Now, Mr. Berg,
mm-hmm.
This is actually Mr. Wahlberg.
Yeah,
here calling. How are you, buddy? Hey, we gonna really do $6 billion man?
We'll do our best.
So, Mark, so you guys are 3 bottles deep, and then you guys decide to wrestle on a flight?
Well, he
I
started
just
it.
can't get over this Mary Poppins picture that he sent me. Is this Mary Poppins?
I didn't send that. I did not send that. That's Ben Foster, Mark. I did not send that.
It's very inappropriate. What's that in her mouth?
I have no comment.
So what happened here?
What are you talking about, the fight or Mary Poppins?
Not Mary Poppins.
Here's the truth. The truth is Mark and I
Let me
were...
reset this. Mark Wahlberg's calling in.
Hey, Mark.
And Peter Berg is here, the actor, director.
Hey, bud.
And I guess there was this wrestling match.
No, I attacked Mark. It was my fault. I started it.
Why would you attack?
There's something about me and Mark. You know, we get a look in, and he's got. First of all, Mark's got a look that he gets in his eye. I don't know if you've ever seen it, where he's inviting you to attack him, and he's
inviting you to attack him.
Well, weren't we talking about religion, as I recall? Mark was giving a real sweet speech about where religion fits into his life, and then I started talking about my son. He was talking about his son, and there was a pause, and I just attacked him. Yeah, I did.
Is there any other actor?
Dan, watch out, Dan.
No, Mark, I would be worried about you. You told me the story about when you were in the bathroom at the Jets game and you had to fishhook some guy's eye.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm more worried about you than I am Peter.
He's strong.
Is there any other?
Can I tell you something? Peter is one of the great men of all time. There's very few men in Hollywood, especially behind the camera. And Pete sees another guy. He feels like he's a formidable opponent. He definitely wants to attack. Yeah. And I was just hoping that we would have done it after the movie because I didn't want to get, kind of a broken nose or anything during the middle of production. It would be irresponsible. And then he shot me in the face with a mortar.
Yeah, I did.
You did?
I actually did almost. I almost blew Mark's head off for real. That was a bad day.
That's not good. Yeah.
No, that was a rough.
Is there
day.
any other actor that you'd put up against Mark, and if it came down
in a
to
fight?
a fight?
No.
In Hollywood?
No.
No way.
No way. To fight? No. Wahlberg? No.
He could take anybody in Hollywood.
I mean, yeah, I think.
Mark, is there somebody that makes you nervous in Hollywood?
There's many guys. Zac Efron terrifies me.
I mean, with Wahlberg,
no, there's a lot of tough guys, real guys in the business, but
Mark's
most of them wear makeup to the supermarket.
Wow.
I take Mark.
Yeah.
I mean,
can I tell you though? I love the fact that I'm sitting in my hotel living room watching Pete all awkward on the television. He didn't know what was going to happen at first. He'll get me back. I know he will. But
we're doing $6 billion man. Did you know that?
No, I did not.
Yep. I don't know if maybe it's an official announcement.
Mark's the $6 billion man?
$6 billion, yeah.
$6 billion, not million.
We're in the process of figuring out his powers right now.
Really?
Yep. $6 billion.
When are you going to start shooting this?
When are we getting the script, Mark?
September. We'll start shooting in September. We'll get the script probably in March or April.
Right, let's get it going.
Hey, Mark, I got to ask you this. On the IMDb, I was always mentioned with the Entourage movie. And I'm not in the Entourage movie, but I got credit in there. I think they said I was a stooge. I played a role of the stooge. So somebody put that on IMDb. If it's Jerry Ferrara, then I'll track him down and I'll beat his ass.
Yeah, and probably Jerry or Kevin Connolly. But Doug Ellen should be held responsible. And you know what? We're still going to do some additional shooting in the fall towards the end of the year. So you could probably pop in with me at the Golden Globes.
I don't need to be on. I don't need to be in it. It's okay.
Were you in are you in the movie?
No, I thought I was. I was told I was. Mark invited me, and then that's what I got.
You can come down. Mark, we could put him in Ballers.
Publicity.
You want me to be in Ballers?
Absolutely.
Why don't you come down?
You want me to be in Ballers?
Come down to Miami. We start shooting in November. Mark and I are doing a show called Ballers about NFL, and Dwayne Johnson's a star of it. You come down in that. And
I want to be in $6 billion man.
Well, let's start with Ballers. Let's get you there, okay?
All right.
He's going to screen test you first. Tell him.
I have no problem auditioning.
I'm not saying no. I'm just not saying yes. That's all.
Mark, thanks for watching in your hotel room.
Hey, Pete, I love you, buddy. You're the best.
Love you, too.
Dan, thank you.
All right, buddy. That's Mark Wahlberg calling in. The documentary series, State of Play.
You should have seen the pilots when they saw us going at it. We were about 42,000 feet.
Is this a private plane, and you guys are rolling around?
Yes, sir. It was. Yes. And we also broke all the seats, and those seats are really expensive.
Yeah. Before I let you go, Paulie is a huge Friday Night Lights fan, so I said he gets one question, and that's it. All right?
Okay, I love Friday Night Lights. I watched every episode. Officially, how many years was Tim Riggins in high school?
Not as many as you think. I think probably 7.
Good.
7 years.
I liked Connie.
7-year program. How many years were you in high school?
I did 6 in college, 4 in high school.
Did you have a crush on Connie Britton?
Yes, I did, and I still do.
You do?
Yes.
She's great.
Yeah.
Good luck with this series. It's State of Play. It's on HBO. And Tuesday, November 18th at 10 o'clock, Brett Favre, Tiki Barber, Wayne Corbett. Among those features, they try to find enjoyment away from the football field. It's entitled Happiness, and the documentary series is State of Play.
Thank you.
Pete, great to see you. Thank you.
brother.
I appreciate you stopping by. And I'll wrestle with you during the break if you want to.
No.